Hi, my name is Sandra Fang. I'm a yoga teacher based in Kyoto, Japan. In today's Yoga for Modern Working People, I will lead you through a practice to help you to release stress. We will start with a pranayama and then continue with a couple rounds of sun salutation and then finish with a few Yin Yoga poses. In today's practice, you will need 2 blocks and 1 blanket. So please get your props and let's get started. Now, please find a very comfortable seated position. I recommend that you use 1 or 2 blankets to elevate your pelvis so you can sit up straight and tall, lengthen the spine, grounding the sitting bones down to the earth, opening the chest, draw your shoulders back and down. Let's begin with Nadi Shodhana. In this pranayama, you're going to use your thumb, your right hand, your thumb, and your ring finger. And you're going to use your thumb to close your right nostril and your ring finger to close your left nostril. Okay? Make sure that your nose is clear. And now slowly exhale completely through both of your nostrils. Inhale here. And exhale one more time. Okay, please use your right thumb, close your right nostril, and inhale through your left nostril. After your inhalation, using your ring finger to close your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Now, after your exhalation, inhale through your right nostril. After your inhalation, close your right and exhale through your left. After your exhalation, inhale here through your left. Now close your left, exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Close your right and exhale through your left. Please continue on your own pace. Try not to rush your breathing. Take your time. As you inhale, feel your chest expanding, feeling that air energizing your whole body. And as you exhale, relax your face, relax your neck, your shoulders. As you inhale, feel your spine gets longer. And as you exhale, ground your sitting bones down to the earth. As you inhale, feel your chest opening, expanding. And as you exhale, feel the subtle movement of your shoulders, the shoulders moving away from your ears. As you inhale, feeling lots of space in your upper body. And as you exhale, feeling your body grounding down towards the earth. Make sure your face is relaxed. And there is a space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. You are not gripping your teeth. Your facial muscles are relaxed. Relaxing between your eyebrows, relaxing the small muscles around your eyes. Follow the air coming into your nose, into your nostril, and into your lungs. And as you exhale, empty your lungs here. One last round. After your last exhalation, releasing your hand back down to your knee. Keep your eyes closed and pay attention to any changes you can feel after this pranayama. The quality of your breathing now, how your body feels, and how does the pranayama affect your nervous system. But once you are ready, gently open your eyes. We will continue with a couple rounds of sun salutation, so please come to the front of your mat. Now, in order to release stress, it's very important to move the body and to bring the mind into a mindfulness state. So we're going to move through a couple rounds of sun salutation. Try to synchronize your breath with your movements here. Grounding the feet down to the floor. Separate your feet about hip distance apart. Lengthen the spine, breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhalation, reaching your arms out and all the way up, lengthening the whole spine. And exhale, fold forward. Gently bend your knees, releasing tension from your shoulders. Inhale, pushing into your shin bones and lengthen the spine halfway up. And exhale, hands on the floor, step your right leg all the way back. Bring your right knee down to the floor here. Inhale, reaching the arms out and all the way up. Lengthen the spine, pushing into your left foot. And exhale, bring both of your hands down to the floor. Inhale, come to plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, coming up to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're staying down dog for one deep breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. On your next inhalation, bring your right leg up and back. And exhale, step your right leg forward to the hands. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Inhale, reaching your arms out and all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Inhale, step your left leg forward. Lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, ground through your feet, reaching your arms out and all the way up. And exhale, back to Tadasana. The other side, inhale, arms reaching out and up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, spine long, halfway up. And exhale, step your left leg back. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms reaching out and up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, left leg up and back. And exhale, step your left leg forward to the hands. Inhale, reaching your arms out and up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step your right leg forward. Lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reaching the arms out and all the way up. And exhale, back to Tadasana. One more round of sun salutation. Continue to follow the breathing. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right leg. Using your deep breath to focus the mind. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right leg forward to the hands. Inhale, reaching your arms out and up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step your left leg forward, chest up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground through your feet, lengthen the spine, reaching your arms up. And exhale, back to Tadasana. The other side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, listen to the sound of your breathing. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, lengthening the lower back. Breathing out, bring your body weight back to your feet. Inhale, bring your left leg up and back. And exhale, step your left leg forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reaching your arms. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step your right leg forward. Lengthen the spine halfway up. And exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching your arms out and all the way up. And exhale, back to Tadasana. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to come down on the floor for Yin Yoga practice. Please sit down and extend your legs forward. The first pose we're going to do is half caterpillar. We're going to bend the left knee. There are two ways we can do this pose. One is we can bend the left knee out like tree pose. The other one is you can bend the left knee forward and kind of like half Caesar position. So just check your knees and make sure there's no pain. And you can check which pose is easier for you to fold forward. This is a forward bending pose. And once you have found your pose, we're going to ground the sitting bones, and from there we will fold forward. For those of you who have very tight hip, and if it's difficult for you to round the spine forward or come forward into your forward bend, you can use a blanket and roll it up and place it under your right knee here. Just gently bending your right knee would help you to fold forward a little bit easier. Good. Take a moment to lengthen the spine and slowly folding forward here. And for those of you who have blocks, there are two ways you can use the blocks. One is you can have the blocks supporting your elbows so that you can relax your shoulders more. The other way to use your block is you can have one block supporting your forehead so you can relax your neck. So come to your edge. Come to a position where your body naturally stops. And we're going to hold a pose here for about 2 minutes. And take a moment to settle into the pose, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck as much as you can. Feel free to close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breathing. Every time you inhale, imagine you are sending the breath to the target area of this pose, which is your right leg. The connective tissues of your right hamstrings, your right calf muscles, and your right hip. And as you exhale, try to release extra tension from your body, especially around your face, in the shoulders, in the neck. Notice the quality of your breath. Your breath is quiet, it's unforced, but it's smooth and stable. We'll stay here for 2 more deep breaths. There's no need to rush. Slowly pushing the hands to the floor and coming back up to sit. You can gently take your blanket away and extend your left leg forward. Bring the hands behind you and feel free to just relax your body here. Feel the difference between your left hip and your right hip, your left leg and your right leg. Okay, please prepare for the other side. Make sure you do the same pose as the opposite side here. Half caterpillar. either with the knee out to the side or the knee facing forward. Okay, take a moment to ground the sitting bones down. Make sure there's no pain in your knee. And take a deep inhalation to lengthen the spine, and exhale, slowly coming into your edge. Maybe your pose is here. Maybe you can go deeper. Maybe you can go all the way down. And for those of you who find it difficult to go into your forward bend, again, use a blanket, roll it up, gently bend your left knee would help you to go deeper here. And once you have settled into the pose, we'll stay here for 2 minutes. Your breath is smooth, it's stable and deep. Find stillness in your body. In our Yin Yoga practice, our target is on the connective tissues. So we want to allow the body to relax as much as we can. Once you have settled into a pose, hold a pose here for time. There are 2 reasons when we need to move the body. One is when the body has opened up and it will invite you to go deeper. Then you can take that invitation and go a little bit deeper into the pose. In this pose, you can bring your upper body a little bit deeper towards the floor. And the second reason when you need to move in a Yin Yoga pose is when you struggle in a pose. When you feel pain, you need to move out slightly, make the pose a little bit easier, more manageable for you. I will stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Make this Yin Yoga practice a meditation practice. Make it a breathing practice. There's no need to rush, gently pushing the hands on the floor and slowly coming up. Take your blanket away. Extend your right leg forward. Either rest here with your legs extended straight forward so you can feel the benefits or savor the benefits of the pose. Or if you have numbness in your legs, you can also bend your knees and just gently move your legs side to side, side to side. Okay, so please come to downward facing dog. Take a moment to lengthen the whole spine here, relaxing your neck. The next pose is Swan pose. Take a deep inhalation to reach the right leg up and back. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your right knee and bring the right knee close to your right wrist. And then gently drop your pelvis down towards the floor and point your left toes back. For those of you who have tight hips, it's probably difficult for you to bring your right hip all the way down to the floor. In that case, you can also get a blanket or a block to support your right hip here. But for those of you who are very flexible, your right hip is grounding down to the floor and you can still go a little bit deeper, then you can move your right foot slightly forward. And again, make sure to check there's no pain in your right knee. Take a deep inhalation to lengthen the spine. Now slowly exhale, come forward to your edge. Maybe your pose is here. Maybe your pose is here with the elbows down on the floor. Maybe your body is very open. You can bring the upper body all the way down to the floor. So again, take your time to find your edge, and we'll stay in a pose for a little bit longer, for about 3 minutes. Now, once you are in your pose, try to settle in, quiet down your breathing. Your breath is smooth, it's long, it's stable. Breathing into your right glutes. That is the target area in this pose. And then find stillness in your body. Pay attention to the sensation in your body. In this pose, you should feel your right glute opening, stretching here. Try to let go of extra tension in the body, around your face, in your jaw, in the shoulders, in the fingers and the toes. Instead of using the muscles to push ourselves deeper into the pose, we allow the body to relax as much as we can, so the gravity and the body weight will do the work for us. The Yin Yoga practice is very simple. We hold the pose for a long time. So the poses we can practice in a sequence or in a class is very limited. But less is more. As you hold the pose, there are lots of sensations coming up in the body. Lots of emotions and thoughts showing up in the mind. So use this opportunity to be mindful and to observe your physical sensation and your emotions. Stay here for one more deep breath. Okay, take your time. Now slowly pushing the hands to the floor and make your body back to down dog or child's pose. For those of you who find swan pose very challenging, then you can rest in child's pose. And if you rather move your legs after holding the pose for a long time, you can come to down dog. And maybe just walk your legs out. Take a moment to feel the difference between your left hip and your right hip. All right, please prepare for the other side. Inhale, bring your left leg up and back in down dog. And exhale, bend your left knee. And bring your left knee forward, close to your left wrist. And then gently sink your pelvis down to the floor. Point your left toes back. Again, if you need a blanket to support your left hip, please do that. And if you are very flexible, you can ground your left hip down to the floor. And maybe you want to go deeper, then move your left foot slightly forward. So first of all, find your edge. Take a deep inhalation. And now slowly exhale, coming into sleeping swan. So again, finding your edge. Maybe your pose is here. Maybe your pose is here. And maybe you can come all the way down to the floor. So make sure that you allow your body to soften and to relax. And we'll hold the pose here for 3 minutes. Once you have settled into the pose, enjoy your breath here. In our culture, we are often taught to work harder and harder, and we have ignored the importance of rest. Sometimes we feel like taking a rest is being lazy, and as a result, our nervous system and our physical body gets out of balance. In our daily life, it's important to have stress because stress motivates us to work harder, to achieve better, and to become a better version of ourselves. But the level of stress must be manageable. And don't forget the second half of the equation, which is to rest. Stress plus rest equals growth. But often we only take the stress, but refuse to rest. Now take this time to allow yourself to do nothing. There is nothing you have to do at this moment. There's nowhere you have to do right now. Simply be here. Be here to observe yourself. All the physical sensation coming up from moment to moment, and all the thoughts coming up in the mind from second to second. Often in our daily life, we are very reactive to our thoughts and to our emotions. But in our yoga practice, in our meditation practice, we learn how to create a distance between us and the emotion and thoughts. So we know that we have a choice. We do not need to react to it. We can observe the way it is. We can observe when it comes and when it goes. Stay here for 2 more breaths. All right, now slowly pushing the hands to the floor and going back to child's pose or down dog, your choice. Take your time, there's no need to rush. All right, now slowly coming up to sit. One last pose before we go into our Shavasana. Supta Baddha Konasana. For those of you who have 2 blocks, please prepare your 2 blocks and place them under your shoulder blades and your head. You can adjust the height. So the first one is going to be medium height under your shoulder blade. The second one, feel free to adjust according to the flexibility of your spine. Bring the soles of your feet together, separate your knees wide, and slowly glide all the way down. For those of you who don't have 2 blocks, you can also use a cushion to place it under your shoulders, under your head and under your whole spine. So you can also use your blankets for that. Make it long and bring the blanket behind your pelvis and slowly lie all the way down. Okay, bring your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Gently close your eyes here. Anytime when your hips become a little bit too intense, you can always bring your knees together, or you can always extend your legs forward. Whenever you are under stress or anxiety, the best thing you can do for yourself is not to do more. Try to do less. Learn how to let go. Come back to the simplicity of just breathing. Abdominal breathing, gently inhale through your nose, follow the air into your chest, into your belly, and exhale completely. Instead of craving for something that we do not have, come back to appreciate what we already have. Gonna stay here for 3 more deep breaths. All right, we're going to slowly coming out from the pose and go into our final Shavasana. So take your time, gently pushing the hands to the floor to sit up, and take your blocks or your blankets or your cushion away, and I'll slowly lie down on your back. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this video is helpful for you to help you to release stress. Always come back to your deep breathing anytime when you feel angry, when you have anxiety or stress at work. Namaste.